Yet the Commonwealth is not the only group of countries.
This is the man who will most likely be the next British Foreign Secretary. And at a recent speech in London, he outlined his party's policy towards the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
We will also seek to buttress American efforts to give new impetus to the Middle East peace process, emphasizing the need for a freeze on all Israeli settlement activity and adherence to the Quartet principles by all Palestinian leaders.
Like all British Foreign Secretaries, William Hague's support for Israel is strong. But now his party stands accused of being in the pocket of the UK Jewish lobby, with its heavily pro-Israel bias. There are around 270,000 Jews in the UK, and there's a widespread perception that their influence, politically and economically, hugely outweighs their relatively small numbers. And this perception was articulated by a documentary on the influential UK broadcaster Channel 4. In it, prominent political journalist Peter Oborne claimed that the Jewish lobby had a stranglehold on the country's main political parties. And this results in support for or silence over Israel's controversial actions.
Even David Cameron's office itself has been infiltrated and is being partly financed by people whose actual agenda is to ensure that Israel's interests rather than Britain's interests are secured.
Oborne claimed that 80% of Conservative MPs belong to the Conservative Friends of Israel lobby group, which has donated around £10 million to the party in the last few years. But the documentary provoked outrage amongst Britain's Jews. They said it was misleading and would stoke anti-Semitism.
It was a waste of an hour, as far as I was concerned personally. He was taking very trite things and trying to blow them up into something that wasn't there. 80% of MPs, Conservative MPs, would probably be friends of Israel, again, because they are fellow democracies.
So how do you respond to the wide perception that Jews are overrepresented, considering their numbers in this country, in fields such as finance, politics and the media?
All have a right to address their concerns. And maybe in certain parts of the Jewish communities a little better organized than others, well, more power to their elbow, as they say.
Peter Oborne says the Jewish lobby has a right to operate in Britain, but it needs to be far more open about who it funds and what it does. Roshan Muhammed Salih, Press TV, London.